Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'll be showing you guys how I use my cutting machine, which is the Celluloid Portrait, to cut my Etsy stickers, and also how to use the software and just an overview of the machine itself. But first, I just want to thank Celluloid for sending me this machine to share with you guys, and also have some very exciting news. They have also invited me to their annual summit or their conference or convention this summer in May, and it is going to be in Hawaii. So I will be going to Hawaii, and I'm so excited to be sharing this experience with you guys. This summit is basically them unveiling new products and just overview of all their amazing products. So I definitely will be vlogging and taking tons of pictures for you guys. So I'm super excited, and I just want to share this news with you guys. And I just want to also say thank you, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have these awesome opportunities. So yeah, if you guys want to see how I use their portrait machine and their software, then definitely just keep watching. I will also leave all the links to their products and their website in the description box. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right into this video. Alright, so this is what my Celluloid Portrait machine looks like. It's just very simple, very small. This is one of their smaller cutting machines, and this can cut material up to 8 by 10 inches, and it's also very lightweight. It only weighs about 3 pounds and is quite small. It's about 16 inches. So yeah, I just really like it. It's very small, very portable, and very easy to use. So the portrait machine has only 5 buttons, which makes it really easy to use. Some of their other cutting machines have like an LED screen, but for these buttons, this top one is just to insert your material with the cutting mat, and then the second button is just the material itself, like a piece of sticker sheet or anything like that. The middle button is to take out the material, and then that power button, and then just a pause button. And this is where the cutting blade is. It's very easy to take out and in, and to also adjust the thickness of the blade. So to adjust that, you go ahead and turn that blue thing to the left and simply just take out the blade. And then in order to change the blade thickness, there's this little like empty spot here right by where the blade is. All you have to do is go ahead and take that blade, the end part, and insert that right in it, just like that. And then you want to make sure that you're finding the red spot and lining that up with the arrow, and then just twist and turn wherever you want the blade to be set at. So I set it at 3 for my sticker sheets. Next, just return that blade back into its spot and turn that blue piece to the right to secure it. Alright, so this is my cutting mat. Please do not mind, I know it's very dirty and I really do need to get a new one, but this is the 8 by 11 mat for the portrait, and I use this to cut my stickers with, and it usually will come with a portrait machine depending on which bundle that you get. Alright, so go ahead and upload the image that you want to use and what to cut. You can go ahead and resize it as well by grabbing onto those buttons at the corners and just dragging it. You can also grab that green button, click on it, and also press shift to rotate it. So I'm just going to rotate it counterclockwise 90 degrees. Alright, next what I like to do is go ahead and open up the registration marks window, which is this box here. Go ahead and click on that, and then I'm going to first go ahead and click into the style. So right now the style is off. I'm going to go ahead and choose type 1. This marks the registration marks so that the machine can go ahead and register where the marks are so that they cut the lines perfectly. And then next I'm going to go ahead and change the positions by moving these black dots and the lines around. This either creates more room for you to cut in or less room, so I just like to move them a little bit wider to allow more space to cut. That bottom insert there, I actually moved it up a little bit more because it didn't print off, so just something to keep in mind, a lot of trial and error. Next, I like to go back to page settings, and these 2 boxes at the bottom, I like to click the show print border. That shows where you should print inside of, and then also press the check mark for the show cut border, and that's what shows you what you should put inside and what it won't cut outside of. So the show cut border is going to be red and the show print border is going to be black, so you just want to make sure you keep everything inside of those lines. So here I'm just going to go ahead and just make this a little bit smaller and just position it. Next we're going to go ahead and start making the cut lines. So we're just going to go ahead and open the trace window, which is just this little blue button up here, and then click the select trace area. This gives you this little box that you can go ahead and trace over what you want to cut. So you just go ahead and click your button and just drag it around any of the images that you want to start cutting or start making those cut lines. So I'm just going to choose this area for now. and then as you can see, it starts to highlight all of the images, anything that is not white. So I'm gonna go ahead and uncheck the high pass filter here, and then the only thing I do here is just use threshold, and I just move it all the way up. So you can just go ahead and kind of experiment. You can go all the way to 100% or go a little bit more down. I don't really like to go all the way to 100%, only sometimes. I'll go kind of in between 90 and 100. So just basically whatever the image looks like. And then I'm going to go ahead and press trace outer edges, and then we're going to go ahead and just get some cut lines here. Cut lines will be red unless you decide to change that color, and what I like to do with my stickers is have a little bit of room. So I like to go to the offset window, which is over on the left side here, kind of like this shape here, and then we're going to go ahead and click that offset window, and then you can either offset, which adds more room between the sticker, if that makes sense, or you can go ahead and do internal offset, which cuts inside of the sticker a little bit more. But for the stickers, I'm gonna go ahead and do offset, and as you can see, there's like an offset red color, and you can go ahead and make those a little bit smaller by changing those ratios. So I like to do between 10 to 20. So 13 was a little bit too small for me, so I decided to do 20. And then once you're happy with that, just go ahead and press apply there. After applying that, I just go ahead and select that red inner cut lines that was there originally, and clicking that, and then just delete that because you don't want to have it cut twice, so you want to make sure you do that. So this is just a close-up. As you can see, there's still some red spots up there that's I'm not going to need that cut, so I'm just going to click it and then delete that. And as you can see, the red outlines have a little bit of offset and not very close to the sticker. You can also, of course, go ahead and press that and also move it around to adjust it if you'd like. Next, I'm just going to go ahead and do an internal offset on this washi tape sticker at the bottom here. I'm going to go to the trace window and again click the select trace area. I'm just going to trace over that washi tape sticker and then uncheck that high pass filter and then move the threshold all the way up, and then I just kind of readjust just to make sure it's not taking up too much of the details. So I'm just gonna go ahead and readjust that. Again, it's just very trial and error. So once that's done, we're gonna go ahead and do trace outer edges, and then we're gonna click that again and then go on to the offset window, and then we're gonna click the internal offset and then just readjust those ratios to your liking. I usually do like, again, 0.015 or something like that. And as you can see, there's two red lines, so you want to make sure you only keep one. So for this one, I'm going to delete that outer red line because we wanted an internal offset for this one and not an external one. So I'm going to click that external one and just delete it, and now you have a internal offset cut. Alright, so once all the cut lines are made, just simply go ahead and print your sheet out, or you can also save it. Once it's printed, we're going to go ahead and put that onto our cutting mat just by lining up the corners, and then also making sure that those black box marks are up the top where their arrow is, because that's where you're going to be inserting it. So also just go ahead and press firmly so that it sticks onto the mat. Next, we're going to go ahead and insert that into our portrait machine. As you can see, there's some clear white little wheels here that grips onto the cutting mat and your material. You'll make sure that your register marks are inside of those wheels, and then press that insert mat button here at the top, and it's going to insert your mat like that. Next, you want to go to your cut settings, which is this little blade up here at the top, and then you want to go ahead and select the type of material that you're cutting with. So I'm going to be changing from copy paper to white sticker paper, so I'm going to go ahead and press that here, and then you can also go ahead and customize the thickness and speed of your cuts by scrolling down. So here it tells you to set your blade to 3, which is already set to 3, and then you can also go ahead and set the speed and thickness. So this is also the button for double cut if you want to cut it twice, but I don't want to cut it twice, so I'm going to uncheck that and move my thickness to about 9 or 10, and then change my speed to about 7 or 6. Again, this is really trial and error. It's different for everyone, so again, just be patient with that. Lastly, just click the Send to Silhouette button, which is over at the corner at the top right here, and then you just want to go ahead and click Start, and then the machine's going to start to register the marks. So once you look at your machine, it's going to start to scan those marks. It's going to go to all of 3 corners and just start scanning it so that it can make sure that it's going to be cutting precise lines. Once that's done, it just automatically goes and start cutting the lines. You pretty much just wait, and then all of the stickers are done cutting and you're done. Once it's done cutting, just go ahead and press the unload button and it'll unload the mat and your sheet. Once that's done, just take your sticker sheet off of the mat and then simply just cut that down to size and you're done with your sticker sheet. Alright guys, so I hope you guys all enjoyed this video and learning a little bit more about what I do and how I use the Silhouette portrait machine. Again, if you guys are interested in their products, I will leave their links down below. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.